Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Lovin Daily, where we talk about the trending stories that Dubai is talking about. Today, we'll run through the fact that although some food and beverage places are opening, pools and beaches are not. There's also a pretty kind of nasty Ramadan scam that people are thinking they may win $1 million dirham going around, so we'll talk about that. But the first story I want to talk you through is one that went live this morning by Emirates News Agency, which is only a small percentage of people in the UAE are actually experiencing severe COVID-19 symptoms. So this was announced at a press briefing yesterday, where 549 new cases of COVID were announced, taking the total number of cases in the UAE to 11,929. Dr. Farida Al-Hosani, who is the official spokesperson for the Ministry of Health and Prevention, she explained that a small percentage of people have developed severe symptoms, while many people who test positive do not show symptoms and do not require hospitalization. Thank you, Chai. Discussing these cases, she said that the majority of cases do not exhibit symptoms, noting that they may have a small, slight fever, a cough or a sore throat, while some people can also lose their sense of smell and taste, which is something that we've definitely heard, these small symptoms. But I think hearing this is why it's so important for people to wear masks. We have a commitment to ourselves to protect us and the people around us. So the doctor also noted that although restrictions have been relaxed, which we'll talk about in a bit, we can go outside if necessary. This does not mean that we can be negligent in any way, because prevention is mandatory for every individual to protect themselves and those around them. So we will talk, we know that restrictions have been eased, but I think that's so interesting because this is the first that I had heard about cases in the UAE, whether they're severe or minor, because as we know, we're seeing the rise every day. You can see the numbers beside me. We've jumped up to over 11,000, and we also know this is attributed to the incredible amount of testing that's happening across the country. So it is, although is it good to hear that people aren't showing symptoms, but it also means that so many of us are walking around possibly carrying the virus, possibly carrying it to other people. So I think as we enter the weekend, the second weekend where restrictions aren't as severe as they have been, we're not in 24 lockdown anymore, it's good to note that you may be a minor carrier, you may just have shortness of breath. However, you don't want to be the passer, you don't want to carry it around to other people. Especially if we have people at home that we're worried about. I know both me and Chai have moms here, so we definitely want to be very careful. We're wearing masks, we're sanitizing, we're doing everything we can. Apart from coming to work, we have sanitizer everywhere. But it's I think it's good to know, because with the numbers jumping, you may be worried about what's going on. But this is kind of the latest updates from the UAE, that a small percentage of the UAE are experiencing severe symptoms. The majority are not, but the fact that we are carriers. But it kind of leads us into our next story, which is that pools and beaches will remain closed in Dubai until further notice. So we have heard that reopenings are being rolled out very gradually across the company, but that doesn't mean that normal life is resuming anytime soon.
What is normal?
What is normal? This is normal, Chai.
Normal,
So the 24-hour lockdown has lifted, and the city is currently in the midst of a gradual return to economic activity, with restaurants and cafes permitted to operate at 30% capacity. So we've seen malls, Dubai Gold Souk and certain destinations have reopened under strict guidelines. And following the announcement that Miras destinations were opening, so we announced that City Walk, Kite Beach and Lumiere would reopen, there was a question mark over whether public beaches would reopen. I think a lot of people were coming into the weekend were asking if they could go to the beach and the pool, but Kite Beach has confirmed that although the F&B is open, entertainment and beaches are 100% closed, and Miras has also confirmed that beaches, pools, water parks are closed until further notice. So anyone that was questioning, because I think the Kite Beach is actually a destination with all the food and beverages and entertainment. Public beach there is separate, it's just that we call it Kite Beach. So there was a bit of confusion.
But all beaches are closed.
All public beaches are closed. I'm assuming private beaches too. All pools are closed, water parks, all entertainment. I think that the very gradual reopening is restaurants operating at 30% capacity. But there's no kind of, even in malls, all the kind of waiting areas, all the entertainment within malls is closed, but the stores have reopened. And that's just noting, coming into the weekend, that you can go to a restaurant in groups of less than 5 people. There's social distancing already kind of laid out in restaurants. They have strict guidelines. They have to sanitize every 24 hours and all that kind of thing. But it's just noting that you can go out, but normal life has not resumed. And of course, you have to wear a mask, and gloves are mandatory. And we'll go into our final story there is a 1 million dirham Ramadan scam that's actually linked to a bogus Dubai ruler website. So if you've gotten a message about a 1 million prize, please think twice. Scam messages like this are not uncommon in the UAE. I've definitely gotten a few in my time. However, this one looks like it's linked to www.sheikhmohammed.ae. And actually the TRA, which is the Telecommunications Regulatory Authority, have actually posted a message, which you can see beside me, to warn people against it. People are getting messages with the fake link, and it's even got a picture of His Highness on the message. Anyone who clicks the link is asked to answer 3 religious questions for the chance to win a big cash prize. And the fact that it's got a photo of His Highness and it's got 3 religious questions and it's related to Ramadan, people are going to fall for it, which is why the TRA have had to do this whole video beside me. I think just in terms of the holy month, it's very nasty to be doing this and to get people to think. It's kind of sad. Have you ever gotten messages like this, or have you ever fallen for them?
I think because we know smart enough that a lot of these are scams that could go around.
Yeah, but sometimes they're quite believable. What about anyone you know? Like my mom has been on the receiving end. Your mom too?
My mom, like, every time I go to my folks, I'm like, you get any stupid message, don't click on the link.
Yeah, but it's not. Sometimes it's not the messages. Like for my mom, she lives here. She's had a number of phone calls. She's had people, and she would actually, because she loves chatting to people, she entertains the phone calls, not really realizing they're a scam. And she nearly went to a cash machine one day to withdraw cash. Wow. She's really been on the receiving end of these, which is why they really frustrate me.
Yeah. At least for we would know better, but it's also to help out everyone else. Like people fall for this, like especially right now.
Especially right now, I think, especially if you've lost your job and you see the fact that you could win 1 million dirham, and you're probably thinking, okay, they're scammers, but are they going to relate it to the holy month? Surely not.
Yeah.
The fact that they've related to the holy month, I think, is the worst part of it. So yeah, just if maybe you don't fall prey to scams, but if you have maybe someone in your family or a friend who does, this is the one to let them know that it's completely bogus. It's not linked to His Highness in any way, and the TRA are warning us against it. Moving on to our isolation diaries, this is a fantastic one. Chai said that you've seen videos like this, but I think this one is actually itself. Let's turn it, because I think even the sound effects of this are pretty good. And the message of that video, which was shared on Instagram with us by Mufazam3, is just stay home. And I love the fact that they brought the baby in at the end. But we've seen loads of videos like this, kind of created for TikTok and getting shared everywhere. We love seeing your isolation diaries. It's the weekend. We're still urging you to stay home. We still should stay home, except for absolutely essential reasons. And so if you're staying at home and if you make a silly video, definitely send it to us on DMs. We love getting them. And have a great weekend. We'll be back with you on Sunday, same time, same place. Wash your hands. Bye.